Hello friends. This could be the most helpful and important English video, don't miss it. Improve your English, let's get started. Learning new words is like collecting treasures. Each word has its own meaning, its own story, and its own memory. When we learn a new word, we don't just add it to our vocabulary. We also create a memory around it. These memories make learning a language more personal, more fun, and more unforgettable. I still remember the first English word that made me feel proud. It was the word butterfly. I was in school, and my teacher showed us a picture of a colorful butterfly. She asked, "Who can say the English name of this insect?" I tried to pronounce it carefully. And when I said, butterfly, correctly, the whole class clapped. That moment stayed in my heart. Even today, whenever I see a butterfly, I remember my childhood memory of learning that word. Another word I remember clearly is friend. When I first heard it, I thought it sounded so soft and kind. I learned it when I made my first best friend in school. We would often say, "We are friends forever." That word became more than just letters. It became a feeling, a bond, and a memory of laughter and games in the playground. Some memories of new words come from mistakes. Once, I confused the words desert and dessert. I was reading loudly in class and said, "I like to eat dessert after dinner." Everyone laughed because I had said I like to eat sand after dinner. My teacher gently corrected me and explained the difference. That funny mistake helped me remember both words forever. New words also remind me of special places. When I first visited the library, I learned the word adventure. I picked up a storybook about a boy traveling through forests and mountains. On the first page, the word adventure appeared. The librarian told me it meant an exciting journey. From that day, every time I went to the library, I felt like I was going on a new adventure too. Sometimes, new words carry emotions with them. I remember learning the word goodbye. It was not just a word, it was a moment of sadness. I learned it when one of my classmates moved to another city. We all stood there, waving and saying, goodbye. That word became a memory of parting, but also of wishing well. Later, when I grew older, I began keeping a notebook for new words. Every time I heard or read a new word, I would write it down and make a sentence with it. Looking back at that notebook now feels like opening a box full of memories. Each word reminds me of where I was, what I was doing, and how I felt when I first met it. Learning new words is not just about language, it is about building a map of experiences. Some words remind us of happiness, some of mistakes, some of friendship, and some of learning moments. Together, they form a story of growth. Even today, when I learn a new word, I try to connect it with a picture, a feeling, or a situation. That way, the word becomes alive. It is not just something to memorize, it becomes part of my life. And years later, when I use that word again, I smile at the memory it brings back. Words are not only tools for communication. They are keys to memories, emotions, and connections. The journey of learning them is endless, but also full of joy. The memories of new words remind us that language is not only about speaking, it is about living. The end. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe.